Hi lovelies, it's Breezy Girl here, back again with another video. Welcome back to all my subscribers, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm super excited because we are going to be catching up on a couple things. We are going to be talking about how I refresh my hair for day 2 and day 3. I'm going to be telling you the products that I use and the step-by-step tutorial and the final look. So if you want to see how I do my refreshers, stay tuned. All right, so let's just jump right to it. So this is what my hair looks like. This is how I sleep at night with my hair. I put it in a high ponytail, and I use one of these elastic bands, so that way, it's easier to take out in the morning. But I haven't touched my hair. This is what it looks like when I generally wake up in the morning, and this is day 2 because I did wash my hair full wash day yesterday. So shampoo, conditioner, I did all the stuff that I needed to do, my curl creams, and my gel and my oil. So now it is day 2 and this is what it looks like. So you can see, it looks like I do have a lot to work with, but I do have to put it down. So let's just take a look and just remove this elastic band, and let's see what we got to work with. Okay, so this is what my hair looks like after I washed it day 2. So, I do have some volume here going on, and I think that helps with the elastic that I've been using every time, but it looks a little crazy, and I'm going to show you how this gets refreshed and how I do it. So yeah, it's super crazy right now. All right, I'm gonna show you the products, and let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to refresh my hair with clean water with my spray bottle. I'm just gonna pretty much spray it all over my hair just so that way it gets wet again before I start applying products. You generally want your hair to be wet when you reapply products for refreshing. That way it doesn't cause so much frizz. So I always use a water, and I'm going to actually flip my hair over, and I'm going to get this wet enough to where it's not soaking wet, but wet enough that I can feel it. So I will show you what I'm talking about because it doesn't make sense when I say it. But let me put this water in, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just flipped my hair over, and I wetted my hair to get it a little wet, and you can see that it's not completely wet because we're going to section this, and we're going to do this section by section when we apply our products, so that way we don't leave out a section. So that's why I don't wet it completely, because we're going to re-wet it again. So I'm going to section my hair, and I will be right back. Okay, so you can see that I've sectioned my hair already, and I just pretty much divided it in half, and then this whole left side I just put with one clip. The right side I put in a half clip, and then this is the remaining back of my hair because I always like to start from the back. So this is the section that I'm going to work with first, and we're just going to do this all over my head, okay? First things first is we're going to spray this section of the hair, of my hair, and we're gonna get it wet. Okay. So it looks just like that. So you can see that I'm using a lot of water, and especially right there. But you can see, okay, that it is wet, and this is what it looks like when it's wet. Okay, and I am going to refresh it with the Aussie Miracle Curls Curl Refresher. If you guys haven't tried this yet, it is amazing. This is my winner for 2021. I just started using this, and I'm obsessed with it. This is actually my second bottle already. That's why it looks like it's brand new. So we're gonna open this. My hands are wet. What is going on? Okay, so we're gonna open that. And again, Aussie Curls, Miracle Curls, Curl Refresher. And I'm just going to spray this. Just going to grab a section top of my hair. And I'm just going to spray this. Just like that. Okay. So it's wet again. Even more wet now because I did put water. Okay. And then the last step is, I'm going to just put that down. We're going to put the Instant Freeze gel from Aussie as well. So I'm going to put very little because keep in mind, when you refresh, you already have product in your hair from your wash day. All you're doing is just reapplying a little bit of product in there so that way your curls are refreshed. So I'm going to wet this with some water. Okay. And then I'm going to rub it all over my hands. And then I'm just going to grab this section and I'm just going to scrunch. And scrunch. Also pulsate scrunch if you want, but I do have gel on my other hand still, so you can see that that's what it looks like. See? You can add more curl refresher if you want to. Totally up to you. But you want to make sure that this is wet, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna diffuse this. So that's one section of my hair. So I'm gonna put that into the back very gently, and then we're gonna take the second section of my hair. I just find it easier to section your hair because then you know which side of your hair you haven't worked with. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit very gently, just like that. Definitely add more if you need to. But I like to work my hair in sections because I just feel like it gets refreshed evenly. So I'm going to just stick that there. And then we're going to do the same exact thing. So there's that piece right there. And we're going to put some water in it. Okay. Just squeeze that water in there very gently. Okay, oops, sorry. We're gonna get the curl refresher and do the same thing all over again. Okay. Okay, just kind of gently squeeze the product in there, and then we're gonna get some gel and do the same exact thing. And we're gonna do this all over the head and very, very little gel, okay? Kind of, you can kind of hear the squish. So the rule of thumb is if you have squish, that means it's going to be good. Okay. My band-aid's coming off. Okay, you also probably want to have a towel handy to wipe off any of the excess stuff that you have in your hands when you move on to the next section. So have that there so you can wipe before you start onto the new section, so that way your hands don't have gel or other stuff in there. Okay. All right, so I just finished with that section, and now I'm going to work with this section, which is the last part of my hair. This is on the other side. All right, so you can see this is the third section of my hair, and we're gonna wet it. Just like that. Put the water, let the water saturate your hair. And then we're gonna do some Aussie curl refresher again. I usually concentrate right there where the curls are. And this smells so good, you guys. It's with coconut and jojoba oil, and it's maximum hold, and it's silicone free. So penetrate the products in there. Don't forget your bangs if you have any. Okay, and now I'm gonna get my gel again. Put a little bit. Spray it with some water or curl cream, totally up to you. I use water, I'm gonna hold that. Oops, I forgot a section. It's kind of hard. Okay, there we go. When you're looking at the camera instead of the mirror. But in general, like, this takes me about, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, and then diffuse it. You don't have to diffuse so long either, because it's not as wet when you just get out of the shower. So yeah, so that's what it looks like, fully refreshed on this side. So you can see that it is wet. Okay, and now I'm gonna start on the other side, and we're gonna do this in a fast version, so that way it doesn't take up too much time. Okay. Okay, so you can see that now my hair is wet, and it has all the products in here. And so this is what it looks like after I have applied all the products. So you can see that it is probably like 70% wet. You still see some dry spots here, and these are like my stubborn hair where it doesn't curl. So I put a little bit of extra TLC on this side, on the sides of my hair right here, because they don't ever usually curl as great. And then I'm actually going to flip my hair over after I've already applied all the products. And I'm gonna do a couple more sprays of this, flip it over. So I'm gonna flip my hair over, put a couple of sprays of this, so that way I get it like all over the hair. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished applying all the products in my hair, and this is what it looks like. So you can see that it is wet, but you can see that the top is more dry. I kind of just leave the scalp alone and don't do anything with it because in a couple days I'm gonna co-wash. Okay, so now it's time to diffuse, because it's starting to get dry super fast. And pretty much when you diffuse, you're gonna do the lowest setting as possible on your hair dryer, okay? And low heat as well, because again, your hair is not super wet when you're doing this. So less heat equals less frizz. I mean, you know, frizz is inevitable, like it's gonna happen, but if you do it in a high setting, it's just gonna be really crazy. So low heat, low setting is gonna work best when you refresh. Okay guys, so I just finished diffusing my hair, and this is what it looks like. My hair is actually 100% dry now. Again, it didn't take that long to diffuse because it wasn't as wet as usually it is when I do a wash day. So it took like maybe 10 minutes to completely dry it. But you can see that the gel cast has formed and it looks super crispy. And we're going to actually scrunch this out with the oil, so that way you can see the final results. So let me just do a little turn here so you can see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. And let me know if you guys refresh your curls differently than I do. How do you do it? Is there a better way than how I do it? Let me know. Don't forget to comment. And if you guys found this video informative, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. All right, so I'm gonna scrunch out this crunch and I will be right back. Alright guys, so it is completely done. So this is what my refresh hair looks like for day 2. Now you can see my bangs are acting a little crazy. So if I don't want to deal with it, I just kind of do this part with it and I take it to the side and I'll just put like a little hair clip. And I'll deal with it again tomorrow. So let me just put in my little clip. Just like that. And now this is what it looks like. So let me just do a little turn so you can see what it looks like in the back. And when you add your oil, like, you know, I only added like maybe 2 pumps of my oil in my hand, and then I just kind of glazed over it first, and then I scrunched out the crunch. I normally don't need to use more than 2 pumps of my oil to scrunch out the crunch. 2 is enough for me, but this is what it looks like, and now I'm ready for the day. And again, any questions, definitely leave a comment. I can't wait to catch up with you guys again. See you later. Bye.